Don't let people kill your dreams. This is something that's said to a lot of people. This is something that's, you know, I spoke about this in the prior video. I want to speak about this again in more depth. Growing up in school, you hear about dreamers and you hear about the idealist, right? And no, the idealist, which is the dreamer, and the realist, right? Which side of the road do you stand on? I myself, I stand on the side of the dreamer. Why? The idealist. Why? Because you have to be a dreamer to be successful. So many people tell me, yo, Chris, you should be a motivational speaker, right? Now, me being a dreamer, that'll be dope. I would love to do it. However, imposter syndrome tells me that I haven't done enough, I'm not successful enough to be there. So, what do I look like telling a bunch of people that's probably making more than me, that's probably more successful than me, probably in a better situation in life than me, what they need to do and why they need to keep pushing? But that's also probably a reason why I should do it, right? But again, this is just my brain telling me a bunch of things that anyway, I gotta figure that out within myself, talk about it more in therapy. This is also my therapy with y'all. That's it's not a real estate channel, it's a real estate agents channel. Right? So I speak about this a lot. I've always wanted to get into real estate. There's so many people out there that don't follow their dreams and would try to kind of talk you out of yours, right? Talk you out of your ideas, talk you out of your plans, everything that you want to have going on. I remember it was this one guy, love him to death, Kenny, right? I remember when I first got into real estate, Kenny told me. Now I used to work with Kenny back in Burger King, right? When I used to work in Liberty Street Burger King. And what Kenny told me, he called me maybe a year later, a year into my career, maybe 2 years into my career. And Chris, how's the real estate thing going, man? You selling a bunch of houses yet? Not really, Kenny, because my first year was terrible. I think I sold my first house maybe my second year in the business, second or third year in the business when I sold my first house. My first year in the business, I did a rental for $2,000. I was in a it was a blizzard, and I was like filling out the paperwork in the office and whatever to get that going. Now, Christian, man, I think you just need to give that real estate thing up, man. If it's not going the way you need it to go, man, you should have been making millions. It's like if I was like one of the weak-minded people, I probably would have been like, you know what, you're right. Let me just go back. But then to me, right, Kenny, you 50 something years old, 60 something years old, and he's a good guy, right? He has his ways, but he's a good guy. Why are you work at Burger King still? Why are you telling me like what I look like taking advice from you? And again, this is what I also feel somebody would say to me. But what I look like taking advice from you, you haven't followed your dreams, bro. We've never had a conversation about your dreams ever in life, like never, not once. We had a bunch of conversations. So what do I look like saying, Kenny? What do you think? What do you think I should do? Right? But a bunch of people would do that. Sometimes it'll be your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your spouse, your wife, your mom, your granddad, your cousins, your best friends, whatever. And sometimes they might mean well. However, you gotta also like assess the situation. Who are you talking to when you're asking for those advice? Right? That advice. Who are you talking to? Are you talking to an idealist? Or are you talking to a realist? Are you talking to somebody who said, you know what, I'm never gonna make it in life. Let me just go get a city job? Or are you talking to somebody who understands, like, listen, I've always wanted to work for the city. So that's what I'm going for. Right? So now you go and take the city test and you go and do this and the third, but now somebody says, you're never gonna pass those city tests. I tried, it was too hard. Yo, come over here and work at Wendy's. Right? Like it's not about the career, like insert career here. It's about what your passion is. It's about what you want to do. Can you draw? Are you great in fashion? Are you like what is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to do? And go follow that, right? Even man, I remember Tom Ferry, right? I don't remember how it happened, but I remember maybe I signed up for like one of his courses or something, or I signed up for like his scripts or something, right? And I got a call from one of the coaches, and these things aren't free. So I speak to one of the coaches, and they tell me, "Hey, this is for this amount of money, da 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 da, it's going to be about $760 a month, something crazy like that, right?" Now, if you're making that money, invest in yourself and be able to do it. But at that time, I'm not making that money at all. I'm in real estate. I just got into real estate. I have a couple $1,000s to my name, but I'm trying to hold on to that because I don't have a lot of money. I'm not. It's not as easy as I thought it was. It's not what I thought it was at all. And I think I got into real estate with about $6,000, and that money was going and going and going and going. And it does not help that the person that I was attached to at the time, my daughter's mother, right? She wasn't good with her money, right? Her mother wasn't good with the money, right? And I have my own girlfriend that I'm doing things for, and then I still got to deal with my kids, and now it was a lot. It was a lot. So my money is going and going and going and going and going. And people are just in my and I'm like, oh my God, shut up. What do I got to do to shut you up? What do I have to do to shut you up? And it was, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this. They're burning their own money, doing so much of stupidness with their money. And I got to sit here and fill in the freaking holes in the pots or whatever so the water won't spill out with my money. And then what happens? We're all broke. We're all broke. So they call me, and I'm like, I can't afford it. So now I feel like they're like hassling me, whatever. Like, yo, do you got a credit card? And But they said something that was, they said something to me that made a lot of sense. Like that made a lot of sense, but it stuck with me. The guy said, because I had told him, I said, listen, I'll figure out a way to do it. I'm going to stay in real estate, even if I have to get another job to do so. And he told me, well, the reason why you're even on this call right now is so you don't have to get another job. You'll be able to be in real estate full time, because most people get another job and just quit real estate. So that won't be me. Now I wound up having to get another job, but I stayed in real estate. One, because I didn't want basically him to be right. Two, I didn't want to prove myself right, that I shouldn't be in the business at all. And that's another reason like why I'm still in the business. But it's the times that you don't want to do it that matter the most. And my mentor slash manager at the time, JG, he told me that, when it's easy, basically when it's easy, it don't count. You feel good, you're motivated, you feel like you could conquer the world, but it's the times you're sick, you're tired, you're stressed, you have a headache, you don't want to do it, you don't feel like getting up. That's the times where it matters. So it's those times where you feel like, I can't get this dream. I'm too old to be a rapper. I'm too old to be a singer. I can't read, so I can't be an actor or an actress. I can't, whatever it is, right? You have somebody that had no legs, running in a marathon, right? Like it's just a totally different time. Without just follow your dreams. Like if you really want to do this, if you really want to do what you say you want to do it, and be delusional about it. Be delusional about it. Reason I say that is because I watch a lot of Steve Harvey motivational videos, and I spoke about it years ago in here. There's a lot of like God put that image in your head for you to see, not for anybody else to see. Others might see a rendition of it when you express it to them, but only you see it. Go after what you see. Sometimes people only go after what they see when it's negative. Like, oh, I see my girl. I think my girlfriend's cheating on me. Let me go through her phone, and then you find a little. Maybe you might find a video of her getting crazy, but then you might find something small that you took out of context. That could have been me one time or two. I'm gonna be real with you. But you might see something that's nothing, and then you make it into something. But you never do that when it's positive. You never do that when it's positive. In fact, when something positive happens, you find a way to look at it in a negative light, right? Like, it's crazy how our brains work. Like, this is a positive situation right here, and you find a way to twist it into something negative that it shouldn't be. And this is a big problem with us, a huge problem with us. And I feel like don't ever let somebody kill your dreams. You don't kill your dreams. Prove yourself. If you believe you can do it, prove yourself right. If you, in your heart, for some reason, believe that you can't, prove yourself wrong and go after it. Trust me. It's better to go after your dreams and fall short of it than to never, ever go at, but like, go at, like, you're going to go. Don't, no, you're going to go, right? Then to never go after your dreams and feel like, damn, what if? Like, that's how, I'm going to be real. That's how I be feeling about the weight I be gaining. Like, I'll gain weight, then I'll lose weight, then I'll gain weight right now. I'm like, huh, crazy. You can see it in my face. You can see it in my face. I look crazy. And sometimes like when I get into my fat modes, I'll be like, damn, what if I would have just kept doing those sit-ups? How would my body look right now? If I'd have kept doing those push-ups, if I'd have kept on that treadmill, my body would look fire right now. Like, I'd be so fire right now. I'll start thinking like that, right? But then in the moments where I don't feel like doing it, man, this one honey bun ain't gonna work. I mean, ain't gonna hurt. This Swiss roll ain't gonna hurt. These cookies ain't gonna hurt. And then slowly but surely, now 2, 3, 4 months later, you got a belly hanging over your very expensive belt. I paid $600 for a few of my belts. A lot of my belts. I can't see the Gucci for nothing. I can't see the Burberry for nothing. I have on a large shirt. If I stand up right now, my shirt gonna be just under my belly button. I'm 5'6", 5'7" on a good day. I remember I went to the doctor and he said I was 5'9". I was hyped, but I knew it was a lie. I lied to myself like, yeah, I'm getting taller. But yeah, like this, follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Some things you might age out of, but that don't mean you can't be somewhere within that vicinity, right? So let's say you're 32. Okay, maybe you won't be able to get into the NBA, right? But that doesn't mean you can't coach. That doesn't mean you might not be able to go to another league somewhere. That doesn't mean you can't do certain things. Play basketball. You might want to play on a professional level. Be somewhere within your dream. Like, I always wanted to be a rapper, right? I say either rapper or real estate. Rapper or in real estate. Oh, double R. Oh, I gotta get a Rolls Royce. Or maybe a Range Rover. All right, chill. Right? I rap from time to time, but I also throw ciphers, right? That's my thing now. So I'm still in music, right? Like I still have a hand in music. So that's my way of saying like don't give up on your dreams. Like, yeah, you might not be Eminem, 50 Cent, Jay Z as far as rapping, maybe rapping ability, but maybe as far as success as a rapper, you might not get there, but don't give up on your dream in music. Don't give up on your dream in rap. Find some way to accomplish what you want in some form of success in that industry. Right? Joe Budden wasn't the most successful rapper, but he took his fan base and became the godfather of podcasting. Like, but that comes from his fan base. He wasn't a nobody, but he took his fan base, his core fan base, because do pump it up. Like his core fan base don't listen to that. And Joe Budden, one of my favorite rappers. If he's not number one, he's number two. But he took his core fan base and built something with it. So yeah, he might not be in music per se, but he took that and built an empire with it. Do that. Don't give up on your dreams. If you're 50, 60, 70 years old, whatever, and you're seeing this, don't give up on your dreams. Follow it. Follow it. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. So, do you guys later.